What is going on, guys? Custody TCG here, back with another CloverPit gameplay. If you like the content, consider dropping a like, maybe even a comment saying SpaghettiOs, and a subscribe if you want to see more content like this. I'm almost about to hit 500 subscribers, guys. Thank you so much for the support. I'm almost eligible to become a YouTube partner, so because of you guys, I have nothing but thanks to give to you. So a lot of you have been suggesting a 666 and a 999 build. So I figured today we are just going to jump into a build where we start with 666 and swap over to the 999. So a good way or a good memory card to choose for this would be Heartbreak, because from the third deadline onward, the last round of every deadline has at least one 666 guaranteed to show up. So this makes it a lot easier to be consistent on switching over to the white telephone. So of course we're gonna hop in on hard mode, and let's take a look at the opening shop here. Not too bad of an opening shop. So I think what we're gonna do, we're gonna go kind of a greedy route here. We're gonna grab the horsey and do a spin. There's a skull. We love to see these kind of starts. All right. We're going to go with the 3 spins here because the one trick pony is going to give us a guaranteed jackpot. So that way we can benefit from the jackpot and the 2 tickets. That's not a bad start. Okay. So we grab skull. Let's see if we can find anything else to help us out with the early scoring. Mushroom will be helpful. We're definitely going to need the processed cell phone at some point, but not right now. Let's top off here without ending. I want that mushroom, and then we'll consider skipping the round just to get the drawers full from the skull. There we go. A little extra money. Okay. So we're gonna grab the mushrooms. It's gonna help with our early scoring. Mushrooms and stained are a good combo. Let's turn in, grab our 4 tickets, and get our drawers full. Let's see what we're working with in here. Extra spins, why not? Don't think I'm going to use you. Don't think I'm going to use you. And I don't think we're going to be skipping too many deadlines on a 666 build, so we're going to get you out of here. Let's go clovers. Clovers are going to be good for a 666 build. Pretty easy to build around. We're not going to grab the lost briefcase this early. It doesn't really make any sense whatsoever to do so. We'll do a couple spins here, see if we can find anything helpful. Cloverfield is, you know, we're going to grab it because we're going to be disposing of a lot of things early on. So I think having a Cloverfield is going to be pretty nice. And we'll probably want to discard this when it's down to 5%, because then we can get the value from the tickets of the Cloverfield. Let's go ahead and deposit here. We don't have any luck-based items right now, so we're going to try to find some of those, try to generate some money here. Hopefully the extra spins will help us out. The cat inside the slot machine, we give it some cat food, it'll grant us good luck, hopefully. Well, that's nice. Okay. We're scaling up our patterns. That's still very helpful to us as well. So even if we're not scoring too big, the scaling definitely helps. Okay, let's look for some luck items. Stuff that stands out to us. How about this? We'll do Stained and Lucky Cat. We'll deposit here and then go for another 9 spins. See how we're looking here. Not too good so far. Okay. More scaling of our patterns. One around the left. We'll top off here. We should be able to clear this deadline, no problem. Let's go ahead and do another 9 spins. Try to get as much money as we can and opportunities to scale up our patterns with the fortune teller. Go. Okay. Might consider a spin or two, see if we can find anything to help us with the early scoring. Ancient coin, always a good time, so why not? And of course, grabbing that right before I see this. Is there anything that's worth discarding so I can grab the extra tickets? You're at 10% left, and you have 4 tickets to get rid of, so I think we're gonna do that. And I could have grabbed the Abyssu and then the tickets, but I'm gonna go like this. We're gonna keep you out in case we see a cardboard house. But we are definitely going to need the ritual bell. So pop you in, we'll grab the ritual bell, we'll put you in the drawer, we'll pull you back out, and we'll turn in. Alright, see what the drawers hooked us up with. 7, cross, and necklace. Stuff that we're not really going to be using. We get our first red telephone call. Important that we are to ignore that so we can make progress towards the white telephone. And let's see if anything interesting pops up here. Potato battery is pretty good for a 666 build, so we'll probably grab you. You're only going to be very beneficial right now for the ancient coin, but I think we'll grab you. And since we are going to hit a 666 this round, it might be worth having the bell out. So we'll put you away. We'll definitely pull out the 666 bell on the last deadline for sure. But let's see if we can find anything else for the 666 build. Book of Shadows is also pretty helpful. I think we might consider ditching our clover field here. It put in some work for us. We definitely got value out of it. Okay. Deposit here, and let's get a realistic idea of what our scoring is looking like. Stained and Mushroom are going to be important for us for a while until we get our build online. There goes the potato battery popping off again. Thank you. Nice, another battery charge. Okay, not bad, not bad. That scaling is definitely helping us. Okay, I think we're going to continue to maximize our time here. We have to, because we have to hit the 666 on the 3rd deadline. Let's see if we can find anything helpful. Jar of Eyes, not too helpful for this build. Since we are focused on either clovers or bells, I think that battery will also be helpful. We're gonna put the potato away for now. We'll grab you. Okay, we definitely need the Raging Capitalist. We need ways to generate monies. We'll put you in the drawer too, because we aren't consistently getting 666s. We really need charm space as well, so that's something that we're going to need to prioritize. All of our drawers here are pretty much full, so we can keep it that way. Just as far as organization goes, we'll go... Since there's nothing out right now, let's just throw you out in case we had a 666 on round 2. And let's do a one ticket run here. Get that Raging Capitalist. The florid trait on the Raging Capitalist too is quite nice. Okay. Not too many exciting things going on right now. That's okay. It's the calm before the craziness. Okay. So now, what we can do is grab you. Maybe we see if we can find a cardboard house. Get some more charm space. You will be helpful, but we don't have any money. Same with you. That clover could be helpful as well. So maybe we'll think about throwing this away after this round here, and we'll grab that. Gonna go for the 7 spins again. We are going to see a 666 here, so let's keep that in mind. Hopefully not on the last spin of the round. Game, don't do me dirty like that. Here we go. That's fine. I should have pulled out the ritual bell, but it's not the end of the world. Okay. So now what we'll do is, since you aren't really necessary right now, we'll discard of you. We'll grab you because you're fun. Maybe we do one more spin. Ooh, okay, the nose. We're definitely gonna need the nose. We're gonna throw you away. We're gonna grab the nose, and now we are desperately searching for charm space. It's gonna be quite necessary for us. We have our dash through the 666. We're gonna pick up the phone and ignore it again. I believe all of my charms in here. Yeah, okay. So let's see if we can find some charm space. You are nice. Aerithrum's nice too, but I don't want to spend my tickets on that right now. We are in charm space mode. Property certificate, cardboard house, anything like that. Okay, let's take a look at how our scoring is. I don't believe any of these items in here are going to be as helpful for us, so let's just jump in and hopefully start scoring a bit here. And our nose is definitely going to help us with keeping the stained going. Now we just need to find the Baphomet to really start getting the scaling of this build online. Nice. Nose coming in clutch there. No, our ancient coin's not dead. Like, why is it not being recharged? Okay, decent amount of money there. So, just to make things a little bit more comfortable, we'll do some depositing. And we'll do another spin here. Nothing that's quite helping us. Batteries are putting in work. There's nothing really that I want to switch out for what we have in the drawers right now. We just are in desperate need of charm space. Okay. Some 7s, not bad. But the nose does what the nose does. Definitely getting more tickets with the Raging Capitalist, which is good. It's going to help us out quite significantly. Alright, we can do some more topping off here, and I think we'll do a little bit of swapping for things in the 666 drawer. Okay, so I think I'm going to throw away potato temporarily. What we can do is maybe we put you in the drawer. We pull you out because we know we're gonna hit a 666. Maybe we put the batteries away too. And we grab Ritual Bell. We do one respin, perhaps another one. No cardboard house or property certificate. And we shouldn't have any problems here, but let's see what the universe has in store for us. If we hit a 666, which we are guaranteed to do so, we'll get an extra 3 spins, which will be helpful. Especially if we get it on the last spin, because that's going to make me just a wee bit sad. Yeah, okay. There we go. Still have enough to clear. We get our free 3 restocks in addition to 3 additional spins. That'll help us top off our score a bit here. Not too shabby. Okay. So let's take a look. We'll probably put you back. We will pull you back out. We'll put you away. And we'll pull you out. Now, the search continues. Fantastic. Cardboard house. That's exactly what we needed. So we'll put you away. We'll pull the Abyssu out. We will grab the cardboard box and then discard of it. So now we have 9 charm spaces, so we just need property certificate and a few other things for some shenanigans. We can have everything in our drawers out, which is nice. Let's do the 1 respin, why not? And let's turn in. So that should be 2 out of the 3 6s out of the way to transform into our 999 build. Let's take a look at what we got going on in the drawers. Ooh, Baphomet in the drawers. Fantastic. All right. This run is about to get crazy now. And the possessed cell phone in there. Okay, guys. We are getting the engine going for this build. I am so excited. Don't want to use that Jimbo. And we are not going to pick any phone abilities. And what can we put away for now? Let's see. We definitely need the Baphomet out. We definitely need the processed phone out. 24% chance of Clover showing up. Maybe we will store you away until we have more charm space, because getting the Baphomet online is going to take priority over symbol consistency. I want to keep the ancient coin out because that's with the processed cell phone will be pretty helpful to basically get us an extra turn. What do I want to swap out for the cell phone? I would definitely want to capitalize on the free restocks. Maybe, let's see what our scoring's like. Putting the stained away. Actually, I don't want to put the stained away. That's... Oh, man. Okay, let's see if we can find a property certificate. How about that? Do a couple spins. Ooh, lost briefcase actually takes away a little bit of stress. So let's just deposit some of you off of that lost briefcase before we get too deep in the respins here. Hoop jar is going to be good for re-triggers. Jeez. And if only we just had charm space, right? So maybe, hear me out, maybe we actually keep the ancient coin away for now. And let's just see how we're looking here. So that's a 666. Scale up the Baphomet. We get the nose trigger and some batteries and recharge. Fantastic. So let's get another one, more scaling. Shaping up to be okay here, especially as we get that Baphomet online. Should be consistently seeing nose triggers since our luck isn't that insane. Okay. The extra spins from this guy right here, the Book of Shadows, is quite nice. Now let's search for our charm space, see if we can get lucky here. You will be good down the line, but not right now. Grab you. Potato batteries made its way back around, but it's not completely necessary with the batteries that we have now. Ooh, the nuke button has arrived. Alright, I think it's time to let you go. We'll grab you. And then where's property certificate when you need one? Okay. So let's try our scoring again, shall we? We'll go for 2 666s here, and we effectively will generate 5 extra turns, or extra spins off of that because of the Book of Shadows. And we get our Baphomet scaled up more, which is also very important for our nose trigger. Nice. We really need some big numbers here. And this is getting a little too close for comfort. Okay. So perhaps another briefcase could be helpful. Let's work with our respins here. Maybe we can find the property certificate. We can scale up our symbols a little bit. The luck might be necessary at this point, honestly. So what are we going to put away for the luck? Maybe the batteries? Do I have to toss something now? I guess I do have to toss something. You're the easiest to find, so maybe we toss you. Temporarily put the batteries away. We can keep the nuke away because we're not going to be able to activate this here. So maybe we put you away as well. Before we get ahead of ourselves, let's do some more searching. Interest could be helpful as well. So I think, yeah, this is turning into a nail biter. We just need to clear this deadline and we're good. So we are going to get a guaranteed 666 at some point. So maybe we want to keep this out too. We grab you. Extra spins could be helpful. Maybe we grab you. Okay, let's see if we can get by I'm optimistic that we can, but we just gotta hope for some good RNG here. Okay, let's jump into it and hope that we clear it. Ay. Nose hurting us there. Just don't take all of our money away, 666. 666 hits on the luck trigger, of course. Okay, so we get some extra spins. Not all hope is lost yet. That was a nice little chunk of change, and that's a nice jackpot. Alright. Now we can finally continue the craziness. Okay, we made it out. Let's do some topping off, see if we can find the property certificate. We absolutely need it. We need as much charm space as possible. Evil Deal. It's a shame we don't have enough tickets for it, and there would be a phone ability that allows us to make it for free, but we can't pick that. Reason being because we're trying to transform the phone. Aha, you are gonna be helpful. Do you have anything that I can discard of? We'll get rid of you. We'll grab you. Evil Deal showing up again. And yeah, let's grab the Bear Thrum. And let's push to the next round. Let's see how we're looking. Okay, so this should be a white telephone. We could get some Sacred Charms going, but at this point, I'm more concerned about charm space. Grab you again. Interest is going to be helpful. Free respins. More free respins. This Jimbo seems pretty darn good. Oh man. We are just so limited by our charm spaces. Property certificate, come help us out. Come give us a visit. Since I left my phone in the drawer, I should probably recharge it. Anything expendable here. We're gonna have to find the batteries again, unfortunately. So, go like this, equip you, recharge you. Property certificate. Maybe the weird clock will buy us some time to get things online. So, sorry, cat. We're gonna get you out of here. We're gonna keep the luck around just because it's been helping us quite substantially. Maybe we temporarily put you away, and before we decide on any phone abilities or anything, we're just gonna pull out the nuke, get some more Baphomet scaling, get some extra rounds. We'll probably toss away the clock after this round, because I don't really care about making things too crazy. Once we get our charm space locked in, then we'll really be able to dial in this this craziness. We might actually skip this deadline if we have enough money, which should show us the charm space options in the shop. We're gonna need some tickets for rerolls, but let's actually go ahead and check real quick with our free respins for the property certificate. Actually, no, we're not gonna skip this deadline because we used the clock. So let's recharge the clock again and get some more turns, shall we? Ancient coin's gonna be easy to find. Just hook me up with a property certificate so I can think less. Game says no, so let's go ahead and deposit a bit. And we keep going. Let's slam that button again, get our Baphomet scaling up some more. We probably can rotate out of the bell peppers soon too, because eventually we're going to be triggering the 6s so much that we're basically going to have only one scoring round. But our Baphomet is providing most of our scoring right now, along with the nose, until we start unlocking our sacred charms. Okay. Use some more of our free restocks. Recharge, yes. No property certificates, more topping off. Let's just stack a ton of money if we can. And we will stack that monies and use it to find charm space. We basically have so many rounds. This is going to be such a long video, guys, so make yourself comfortable. Throw up your legs. Sit back, enjoy the ride. Custody TCG videos to chill and relax to and sleep to. I don't know about you guys, but there's some YouTubers out there that are like my designated fall to sleep to YouTube channels. So hopefully this content out there can kind of replicate that same sort of vibe, you know? Make things nice and chill and relaxing. Okay, potato battery, we're probably gonna put in service now. We lost the phone, or not the phone, the clock, which is fine. So now we should be able to keep scaling up our above and below as long as the battery triggers. And let's see if we can find our property certificates. How many rounds do we have left? 6, yeah. So we can afford to... Oh, yes! Okay. Alright, the game has rewarded our patience. So we'll grab you. Now we can start pulling out other things. We're gonna keep the Barathrum and the megaphone in the drawer. Ancient coin. Alright, now we are really gonna start getting this engine going. Okay. What else can we put away? Maybe we're getting rid of you now. Also, we should probably respin to see if we can find a recharge for the 666 phone. Ooh, you know what I'm gonna look for, actually? Let's stage up the... Actually, do we want to do that yet? Maybe we do. It's pretty good. So what I'm thinking about doing is decreasing the charges it takes to activate the items over here, although I just missed out on an opportunity to get the clovers. All right, I'm gonna hold off here. I'm getting a little ahead of myself. I found what I was looking for there. 6 rounds left. Let's stack up some cash. Let's stack up some restocks. See if we can get some potato battery recharges here. Very nice. Now, unfortunately, our potato battery isn't going to progress towards recharging the phones if we hit a 999, because now the 999s, when we score them, will be our last highest score that we got. So what I eventually want to do is decrease the amount of charges it takes for the 666 phone to activate, but I want to find something like the Poop Jar or the Clovers to also decrease the Clover Photograph to decrease those as well. Okay. Nice little jackpot there. Yeah, we're definitely piling up the money here. See, that's fine, because we just pretty much double our money. We get some extra spins. Very nice. The build is starting to cook, gents. 5 rounds in this deadline left. Let's see. Okay. Yes, Clovers. Okay. We got Charm, Space, so we're gonna grab you. Maybe we can see if we can find Poo Poo Jar 2 just to maximize our value. Naughty Dealer is going to be helpful later on, but not right now. Tickets. So now we're just kind of hard spinning for Poo Poo Jar. If we can't find it here, we're probably just going to pass on that ability for now. Maybe we get the AA batteries back and hold on to them. You're not going to be too helpful until we're consistently doing things. Let's pull... Let's pull you out. Put you away. And the search begins. Let's decrease the charges, shall we? Okay, so all equipped Lucky Charm triggers by the red button take 1 less charge to restore permanently. So we're gonna go ahead and grab that. And then when we discard our Barathrum, you should all be 1 charge. Fantastic. We'll put you back in the drawer. We'll pull you 2 back out in the meantime. And now, here is where the shenanigans really begins. 5 rounds left. Let's keep scaling up our Jeez, can't talk. Yeah, our Baphomet. Alright, so now, if we get a potato trigger here, all of our items are gonna recharge. We get 1 more chance at a recharge. Oh wait, no, did I not pull out the nuke? I didn't pull out the nuke. It's all good though. We got another recharge. Another battery recharge, let's go. We get another one. Effectively, having Ancient a Coin around is basically making it so we can generate as many turns as we can before the Ancient Coin dies, which allows us to trigger as many 666s as we can. We only have a 40% chance of our items getting recharged, so we seem to be hitting it quite consistently, which is nice. Now, if we had the nuke out, then we could just keep looping this like crazy until the Ancient Coin dies. Our scaling's getting higher and higher. Still at 11 spins left. Yeah, this is gonna be a very high score run, I can already tell. We are generating so many free restocks too, which is great. The nice thing about not having the nuke button out, at least, is it's easier to keep track of how many 666 phones you have, because each time you trigger it with the nuke out, you get 2 666 phones. And so usually I will space out pressing the red button every 2 turns just so I don't lose track of my 666 phone calls, so we can score at least once in the round, but we aren't gonna have to worry too much about that. And man, we are just stacking up the free restocks, which is gonna shape us up to be quite a beastly mode. And when we move on to the next deadline, we're gonna skip it in hopes of finding the Charm Space White Telephone ability. Okay, our Ancient Coin dies. We'll do one more 666 here. Actually, we'll probably keep spamming the 666s if it gets recharged by the telephone. And we'll just guarantee at least 1 round of scoring. So this is the opportunity of really scaling up our build while we can, while things are cheap. You know, I could just skip the deadline where we're at right now, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna keep on scaling and maximizing our value. I don't think we've missed 1 recharge with the potato, which is kind of crazy. Let's keep her going. And then our score on the last spin, unless we hit a natural 999, is just going to be absolutely crazy. Our Baphomet has been scaling and scaling and scaling. Keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on. Make sure you guys keep dropping your challenges for me in the comments. I'm almost like getting through all of them, so I'm definitely gonna need some more. Otherwise, we're just gonna do some casual high score run videos, because... Oh, I pressed the 666 on accident. Oopsies. That's okay. No scoring, no problem. Okay, so what are we looking for? We want to find a Barathrum to save it for next round. We also want to find another Ancient Coin to keep the shenanigans going, but as you can see here, our above and below symbol is just growing like crazy. Alright, let's find our Ancient Coin and Barathrum if possible. We got a lot of free respins here to work with. Money isn't going to be an issue anymore until we get to the later deadlines. Not a very interesting Jimbo. Do we need to recharge anything? Nope. EP jar. Okay, there's the Barathrum. Very, very nice. Let's see if we can find a Ancient Coin. I was considering grabbing the Abyssu and saving the cigarettes in it, but we're not going to worry about that. Alright, got you. What can we put in the drawer? We have so many clover charges that we could probably put you in the drawer for now. And we'll pull out the nuke button and watch the craziness commence. I just bought a disc on accident. Where's my nuke? There you are. Okay, let's save those respins. We got 4 rounds left. Let's keep on scaling our Baphomet up. Alright, so I'm going to do 2 spins before each nuke trigger, and then we'll just keep rinsing and repeating that until our Ancient Coin dies. I'm going to keep on stacking our free restocks as much as we possibly can. It would be nice if the devs could add something faster than the 4 times speed, because once these runs really get kicking, like, each round of spinning really adds up over time. And I think having a faster speed for players who do high score runs would Would be pretty convenient. We are stacking up the spins, stacking up the 999s. Pretty much just gonna keep doing this until our ancient coin dies. Then we can take a look to see what our scoring is like. Spoiler alert, it's gonna be nutty. Okay. Ancient coin's still alive. Stacking free restocks. Scaling Baphomet. The synergies are just absolutely crazy in this build. Not bad. Keep it going. Where did all of the clover pictures go? I thought they're supposed to carry throughout the line. Maybe it's just bugged out. But I'd still see them appearing quite often, so... Ancient Coin says, "We want you to go far in this run, young Padawan. I graciously accept." As we continue to go farther down this line, for the sake of you guys not getting too bored of just seeing the same thing happening over and over again, we might fast forward a few sections here and there. So that way, we can keep the content flowing. Alright, Ancient Coin died. So after this 666, we're just going to start scoring and see how we're looking. We should be getting a fat stack of cash here. And the nose, kind of trolling us there, but it's all good, because, you know, we pretty much went from 7 mil to E19 in one spin. Very nice. Now, just for the sake of showing you guys, if I was to hit the 666 here, the 999 is going to do my last highest score as money back to me, so I effectively double my money, which is quite nice. We get a couple more Ritual Bell triggers and Baphomet scaling on the way out. Can't complain about that. Okay. So I think we are at the point where we have generated enough value where we can go on to the next deadline. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna put you away. I'm just gonna pull out the megaphone, because what we're gonna do is basically skip the next deadline so we can get the option to see the charm space on the telephone. So what do we want to increase? What's our pattern and symbol multipliers at? Pattern and symbol. I think pattern's probably better right now with the Baphomet, so how about we just double you up? And what we'll do is we will cash in here, and we should be able to see the charm space option in the next deadline here. So I'm really, really hoping that we do. Let's see. Oh, yes, we got it. Okay. So now, this is where the real fun begins. We will soon be able to rotate out of the nose once we get some sacred charms unlocked. Let's put you in the drawer and pull out the Barathrum. And you. So now we are effectively going to get 4 charm spaces here, which is nice. So we are going to now be at max charms that we can get off of, you know, different abilities and charms. And now we can potentially see how high we can get with the charms, or see if we can get to the 25 charm space and create the giant crazy Christmas tree of all the sacred charms. So we got 5 spaces to work with, so let's start finding ways of making the run just that much better. We got charm space. We'll grab you for finding things down the line. You actually could be helpful with how many respins that we got, or restocks. I probably should have grabbed the clover pot there, but it's not the end of the world. Not ideal interest seems good. Sure, let's grab the clover field, do a couple more spins, see if anything else is interesting. I could grab the clock, but that's just gonna make this way too long of a video. And sure, why not? Let's hit the symbols. Multiplier increase permanently, and we'll put you back in the drawer, grab the nuke, and we will continue our shenanigans. Let's top off here. Alright, let the madness begin, or continue rather. Alright, that wasn't too bad of a scoring session there. Okay, there was something that I was gonna look for. Oh yeah, we're gonna look for the Barathrum. There is our ancient coin to continue the infinite turn shenanigans, so maybe what we'll do, we'll throw you away, we'll put you in the drawer, we'll grab you, and we'll keep you in there. We're gonna look for a Barathrum to find more, or find some sacred charms. And then we will, ooh, actually that is pretty good. Evil deal. Do we need to consistently make clovers happen? Not necessarily with the nose. Although if we find poop jar down the line, that will be pretty good. Since we're utilizing ancient coin, what we could do is we don't necessarily need you anymore. So we'll grab Evil Deal, see if we can find the Barathrum. We'll spin down to maybe 100 spins. Take the free tickets whenever they come. We're also looking for poop jar too, right? Oh, there it is. Ask and you shall receive. We won't need you till later, so let's get you out of here. We'll grab poop jar. Oh boy, the shenanigans is about to get insane. Do a couple spins this way, see if we can find that Barathrum. Horseshoe could be fun with fake coin, but we've already done a video like that on this channel, so we'll hold off on it. Okay, let's create more madness, shall we? Very nice. Scaling continues. I think for this video, it's going to be a pretty long one, but we may see if we can get this up to E100. The max you can do on the above and below is 307E, I believe. Let's go ahead and keep searching for that Barathrum so we can really start stacking the Sacred Charms. When you have infinite respins at your disposal, it does make the game quite easy mode. You know, effectively, it's not infinite respins, but you can see how it can quickly get out of hand. We're gonna see if we can also find our ancient coin as well. If we don't find it, it's not the end of the world. It would be pretty nice, and it is easy to find, but maybe not in these restocks. Dip below 100 here, but we will continue to generate plenty of restocks. Barathrum, where are you? Ancient coin, there you are. Okay. So with the money that we're stacking now, we may consider skipping some deadlines just to scale the evil deal. The evil deal definitely helps this build out quite a bit. But right now, we're just trying to maximize restocks, scaling Baphomet, and then we will start flying through the ranks here. Alright. Scaling continues. Okay. So now we are okay if we spin down hard for the Baphomet, because we want to maximize the amount of Sacred Charms we get. Ancient Coin makes its return. We grab you to continue making as many restocks as possible until it dies. What are the odds we go through all of our respins here trying to find a Baphomet? Knowing my luck on some of these runs recently, probably not gonna find it until... Oh, there we go. Shouldn't be talking crap on that. Okay, so now I need to think about how I want to organize my charms, because as we get Sacred Charms, it's going to be pretty hard for us to basically utilize our charm space without discarding some of the Sacred Charms. So what I am going to do is I'm going to preemptively get rid of the nose here. So getting rid of the nose, there's a Sacred Charm that will replace it eventually. And we just hope that we get lucky on it on the bat. So we grab you. And what we're going to need to do is swap the... If we leave the telephone out, then we can't have the nuke active at the same time. So actually, what we can do is if we throw away if we throw away the mushroom, since we're not really utilizing it that much, we can have the megaphone and the nuke out at the same time. No. Do we need to get rid of one more item? It's possible. You're funny, but not necessary. So if we get rid of you, now we can have the nuke out. So in essence, we have one less charm spot, but once we sell this, we're gonna get a total of 4 Sacred Charms, which is really good. So let's go ahead and do that. We're gonna push through. We're not gonna grab the key so we don't accidentally escape. which has happened before. And now we just hope that we find the Sacred Charm ability, and there it is. So we go ahead and grab you, and we don't care about our money happening. So this guy, Sacred Heart, very fun. This guy, don't really utilize him too much, but we're not going to want to get rid of him because we want to continue increasing the chances of getting the Sacred Charms that are going to be more beneficial to us. Let's see, we didn't get the one I was hoping for, but this one is fun. So every time you see a 999, all the charms get a specific trait and it changes. This one, whenever you obtain one pattern during a spin, all adjacent symbols transform into that symbol's pattern. So, you know, there's a lot of cool Sacred Charms, but not all of them are necessary for our build. The thing is, too, is now when the Ancient Coin dies, it's going to be hard for us to replace it without doing some charm management in the drawers. So what we can do is throw away everything in the drawers, and if we need to get and replace a Ancient Coin, we'll just have to put all of our Sacred Charms away, and then we can buy the Ancient Coin again. So as I'm sure you can see, the higher you get, the more charm management you have to do, and the longer the rounds tend to get. So I'm just going to push through this deadline here, or get 1999 and then end the round so we can see the Sacred Charm ability again, get 2 more Sacred Charms, and then we will just skip a bunch of deadlines and do some shenanigans. Alright. So now I can kind of talk to you guys or show you guys what I was talking about, but if we put away... Actually, do we want to do that? Ooh, I may have hurt myself here. So I was thinking maybe we could put away things that we don't want. I'd put away the bird. I'm kind of fine with all these default symbols here. We put away the bird, and if we put away you and you, yeah, I think I messed it up, but that's okay. What we'll do is find the Ancient Coin again, and then maybe we don't care too much about the nuke button. Maybe now we do. Man, decisions. Let me think this through. So, what can we do? Ancient Coin. Grab Ancient Coin. We have you out. We rely on battery. We don't necessarily need Clover if we get a specific charm that I'm thinking of. And now maybe what we do is we put you in the drawer. So now we have our Ancient Coin. We have you out. Okay, so let's try this. We'll pull both of these guys back out if I can. I can't. So let me reevaluate here. Maybe then we will put you in the drawer because you aren't going to be doing too much for this specific build. We equip you. There we go. Okay. So now we turn in. We should see the Charm Space ability again. Let's see. or not the charm space, the sacred charm ability. And now we should get more of the sacred charms that we need. Had to look away there for a cough, excuse me. So now we got the Christmas tree build online, which is pretty funny. We didn't max out all of our charm spaces, but that's just because we wanted to kind of do some crazy shenanigans. So this guy is going to help us trigger. Can't talk. It's going to help us trigger our above and below symbols. So that pretty much replaces the effect of the nose. And now let's just keep on pushing, scaling our evil deal, and see what madness we can get into here. So what are we looking for phone ability wise? Nothing in particular, so we'll just skip them. No point in taking any of the phone abilities unless we hit a 999. So we'll just push through some deadlines, keep scaling up the evil deal. We're just flying through these. Get money. But yeah, I mean, if you really wanted to, you could keep taking each deadline and just scale as much as, or scale the Baphomet up as much as you guys want. But for the sake of having a easily digestible video for you guys, you know, we're not going to go too deep on this one. So take a look here. If we grab this briefcase, this is how you continue to climb higher in your runs. So right now my E level is E35, and so getting to E39 is going to be very tough scaling wise. Unless we're continuing to scale the Baphomet, then it's not a problem. But let's say Baphomet's out of the picture, or your score is maxed and it's not possible to get to the E's with your natural scoring, then you have to rely on the briefcases. So if I do the briefcase there and then I deposit, my interest scoring is going to be pretty helpful. So I just deposit here till I get down to my spin cost. And so now when we get interest, it's going to help us out a lot. Interest triggers are super helpful. And then some of these charms that get printed here also give us the chances of seeing the plus multipliers and such. So let's jump into another crazy round, shall we? And there's our guaranteed jackpot from the sacred charm, which is nice. And we're gonna get all those jar re-triggers on the clovers, so all of those above and below symbols are just gonna trigger like crazy. Jackpot doesn't really mean much, because all we really care about is the above and below. Look at all those tickets. All right. So that was the 6-9 Sacred run. If you guys want to see a full-fleshed video of how high these runs can go, definitely let me know in the comments. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.